mean, that's one of the areas where there is clearly disagreement between Trump and Netanyahu. No matter how much Trump might deny it and express certitude that Netanyahu will play along, Israel has grave concerns about Erdoğan of Turkey, with very good reason, both in terms of its desired hegemony in Syria and its willingness to take part in what's happening in Gaza. Turkey, under Erdoğan, is not a big friend of Israel. I think our viewers know very well. And on this issue, there could be consensus in most Israeli studios, and also, I think, among anyone who understands the Middle East. The bigger question is what can be done and who can disarm Hamas. There is justifiably pleasure in Israel across the board, not just among the Netanyahu crowd, that Trump says Hamas must disarm. In my view, nothing can possibly happen until Hamas is disarmed. There's no version of stage two, not the reconstruction, not the peace talks, not the Israeli pullout that can happen without Hamas disarming. But where I would differ from some people who appear on Israeli television is that I see there's only two options. One is the IDF does it, and that's a resumption of the war. And it would be easier this time because there's no hostages, no living hostages. Israel fought the war with one hand tied behind its back, despite the great damage and death toll and so forth. The other is a different narrative altogether, where the Palestinian Authority, in one version or another, is made a partner, and Hamas is more likely to agree to some arrangement where they hand over at least some of their weapons to the PA, which is the only other brand that exists in Palestinian politics that is realistic. Now, this Israeli government won't do that, or at least has shown every sign that it won't. This may change as the elections approach, and the need to placate the far right is less important than the need to show some successes to the Israeli public. But this government, for the full 3.5 years of its tenure, has been truly agitating against the PA, including with absurd messaging points like they're as bad or worse than Hamas, which just carried out a global historic massacre. Complex picture, to be sure, but bottom line is, even though Trump is wobbly on exactly whether Hamas disarmament needs to block all progress, he's still calling for it. He called out the Arab nations as being responsible for this. And he gave Israel a whole bunch of other little prizes, including carte blanche almost on Iran and absurd praise of Netanyahu, who apparently is the reason Israel still exists.